Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another art video for you guys. This is a bonus video that I mentioned before in my last video, which was my other #mermaid drawing. So I really wanted to do 2 mermaid drawing videos at least. I actually originally planned to do like maybe 5, but it turned out to be a really bad week for me, so 2 was kind of the best they could do, and these were my favorite 2 anyway, so I'm kind of glad to be sharing them with you. I do have a bunch more mermaids that I'm currently doing work in progress. I wish I had gotten the chance to finish more of them but at this point, but again, it's been like a really bad week for me, so it's taken up all of my time to do the videos, and I couldn't really finish any more artwork, but I will be finishing them soon in the future. So if you want to see those, definitely check out my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, where I'll be posting those as I finish them. So for this drawing, again, like the last one, I'm experimenting by doing a lighter coloring. Yeah, that's what I call it. Like, it's a different coloring style. It's just lighter. I'm not going to do as much shading as I normally do, which I actually kind of enjoyed. I did both of these pretty much in the same day, and I actually really kind of enjoyed them. And the other experiment, again, is with paper. So this one, I'm using a different paper, but it's still an experimental paper. It's the Daler-Rowney paper, and it's listed as heavyweight. It's a pink pad. I don't know how to describe it. I'm originally from USA, and when I came to Singapore a few years ago, I had to change everything I used. I had to find new paper and well, the only thing that was the same was Copic markers was still here, and they're actually cheaper here, so yay! But the paper is totally different because I'm used to Strathmore paper, and when I came here, there's no Strathmore, there's only Daler-Rowney, so I had to just, like, there's so many types of paper on the shelf, I didn't know what to buy. So I just bought this heavyweight one because I thought it's the heaviest, maybe it would work that well, but, well, maybe it will work okay. But back then I was using only markers, and this paper is torture for markers. It is the worst because it sucks up everything, like, especially if you're doing a portrait. It's A4 size, so imagine you're doing an A4 size head and you have to fill in someone's hair. Oh my god, that was torture. It's the marker just dried up every 1 minute, it seems. You have to keep refilling it. Oh my gosh. But it does handle watercolor pretty well. Again, like maybe a decent mixed media paper for sketchy watercolor work, like not as detailed watercolor work. So I'll probably be using this again in the future if I don't have watercolor paper and I just want to do something simple, not so detailed, like I mentioned. Like, it works pretty good for this. Compared to the Bristol vellum paper, it does buckle more. It's slightly thinner, and the only other issue I have with this paper is that it has a slight tint to it. It's like not fully pure white. It's more of a like yellowish hint to it. You can't really tell unless you have it next to a white paper, but I find that irritating, especially when you're doing like marker work on it, because like it causes trouble when you're scanning it. So, not my favorite paper, but I bought 2 pads of it before I realized how bad it was. And it was the only thing I had at the time. Since then, I found out I can order other paper from like Amazon, so, you know, thank God. And of course, I've also kind of moved on to do watercolor. I'm starting to get to the point where I feel like watercolor is my main medium now. But I do miss my markers, and I'm hoping to do a marker drawing soon, because I miss them. They're just sitting there saying, "Why aren't you using me? Don't you love me anymore?" I love you, markers. I will get to you soon. Was that weird? I'm sorry. That was probably weird. So, I've rambled on enough. We should talk about the actual drawing, right? So, the actual drawing, I decided for this drawing, which was the second day of mermaid that I did, that I wanted to do a narwhal mermaid. And, oh gosh, I hope you don't hear that plane. I decided that I would do a narwhal mermaid, and the reason that I did that was because of a commercial I saw when I was visiting the US. It was like a song about narwhals, and before that I'd never heard of a narwhal before. It kind of cracked me up, so it was just one of those like, what is happening in America now moments. So I don't know, I wanted to try it. I also was inspired by like Instagram artists that I've seen who are doing mermaid, and some of them will do like really like realistic fishtails for the mermaid, and I thought that's really, really cool, and I wanted to try that. So I did use a reference and tried to get more of a realistic coloring for the narwhal mermaid. And I think that the best part about this drawing was her tail. That was so fun to do, and it turned out really, really well. Overall, I just really love this drawing. I hope you guys do too. For the coloring, I used the same color pretty much throughout, which sounds weird, but it's true. Because the gray that I used to do her tail is a mix of, I believe it's sienna brown and ultramarine blue. So when it came to choosing what colors to use for the rest of the drawing, I just kept to that, and then I used the ultramarine blue as well. So there's only 2 colors throughout this whole drawing, and I think it looked really, really cool because like it just meshes everything together. And at first I was worried that there'd be too much blue, but I think it looks really, really nice. So I hope you guys do too. I hope you love this one as much as I do. So let me know in the comment section below if you do, or just give this video a thumbs up. That'd be great. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel because I post new art videos every week. If you want to see this drawing up close, do check out my DeviantArt. The link is below. You can also see these drawings and more on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which is the 3 places I probably post the most. There's a bunch of other places I post to too, which you can all see in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye!